both of us were very pleased after the inspector left because there wasn't any problems pointed out.
That's when we knew we were in big trouble.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was huge. It was terrifying because it's a lot out of the ordinary.
You gotta be joking me.
No.
They actually
Ants.
collect mold,
Mice.
ants.
I'm going to be ripping things open left, right, and center throughout this house for one thing that wasn't caught by home inspection. Todd and Duane, two nice guys. You know that these guys really pay attention to detail. They followed the inspector through. They asked questions. The inspector said you need a new furnace, you need a new air conditioner, you need a new hot water heater. They put in a new furnace. They put in a new hot water heater. They did a lot of work. So many times I'm seeing home inspectors catch things and miss things. Catching things is good. It's the missing things that can cost one crap load of money. And I have a funny feeling this one is in that category. I'm gonna find out what the home inspector missed and what we need to do to make it right.
We'd been together about a year, I think, at the time, and we decided it was time to make things a little more permanent and find a place to settle.
Basically, we were looking for something a little bit unique. I wanted something urban downtown loft, if you will, but in a suburban area. And I remember walking through the door the first time the real estate agent had the showing with us, and I didn't see the hideous colors that were on the walls and, you know, the work that the house needed. I seen it the way that I wanted it to look.
We like to have friends in. It's a great space to entertain in.
I guess our intent really was just to make the suburbs more fun.
And I think we must be succeeding because some of our friends who live downtown are starting to spend more time here than they do downtown.
We knew that it needed a lot of cosmetic work, but we did truly believe from the inspector's point of view and from what we seen that it was all surface work.
There were no huge red flags that made us want to run from the house, so we purchased.
We started to smell damp, wet soil. It wasn't moldy or musty or anything. It was just it smelled like outdoor. The first fall that we were living in the house, I noticed there was an ant problem in the kitchen.
We traced the little trail of the few ants back to the register and pulled out the register and took a look down. It looked like a duct, but I was trying to figure out where they were coming from, and that's when we realized that the ductwork actually was made out of a cardboard tube, and when I reached down to find out what was happening, a little hole in the cardboard appeared, and then there was gravel beneath it.
We knew that we were getting the furnace replaced, so we figured that, you know, at that point they could give us some suggestions on how to move forward and fix the problem.
It was at that point when we were having the furnace removed and a new furnace installed that we found that the tubing that was coming out of the wall in the furnace room that we had thought was just cardboard insulation actually was indeed just the duct, and it was just made of cardboard.
We thought it was insulation because the inspector told us that's what it was.
And that's when we knew we were in over our head. We had a bigger problem than expected.
It's a hot day.
It was huge. It was terrifying. It was stop you dead in your tracks because we don't have a basement. We don't have a crawl space, so there's no way to get under the house to repair it. It's running through a concrete pad.
Okay, tall Todd. You must be Duane.
Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you. That's how I was told to remember that. Todd, pleasure to meet you. I like this evening, eh? Backsplit.
I mean, we can agree on wallpaper, we can agree on paint colors, but how to resolve this problem has been a major issue that we couldn't resolve ourselves. And that in itself caused more stress than I'd want to deal with.
Okay, well, let's go to the trouble zone, and then I'll get my tools and go crazy. Downstairs first, please. After you?
Okay, thanks.
Very nice. This is a charming house, isn't it?
Thank you.
So this is the basement.
This is the basement.
Okay, backsplit. I guess now it makes sense. Things I see already I don't like. Okay. This is the sonotube they're talking about? It is sonotube.
The two, yes.
It's never gonna work. Think of the moisture in the ground. gonna rot out the galvanized, it's gonna rot out the cardboard paper that a sonotube is. Extremely hard cardboard paper, meant for concrete, but not for ductwork.
I pointed it out and said, you know, what is this? And he says, oh, it's just insulation around the ductwork.
That's incorrect. It's not insulation. If it was insulation, I'd be worried that it was what? Asbestos. Okay,
Quite
it's
possibly,
not
yeah.
insulation. That's the only insulation that's going to be around any heating.
Okay.
That's old, and it is not asbestos. So at this point, you're happy about that. That should have been definitely a red flag that says this needs to be inspected by an HVAC expert.
The problem that we have is because we can't get under it to repair it, we have to go through from the top. Busting the floor up and getting it fixed that way. I guess another option would be to have that existing system non-existent anymore, sealing it off and going with bulkheads running through the house. But you know, that part really scares me because visibly when you walk in the door, are you going to see bulky runs of ductwork all through the space, and is it just going to make it ugly? The old ductwork goes straight down into the floor. The exact same size tube as what
In the
goes
floor?
It goes straight into the floor, and the run
Shoots
runs out and across the back of the house.
If you look down on the floor where
And
the...
across the back of the house?
Yeah.
Can you show me?
Over here. That's when we knew we were in big trouble.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Initially, when we opened the register, we were looking to clean out the ductwork when they were doing the furnace, and we noticed some cardboard, and you touched it, and all of a sudden it
There was a
disappeared, and
wet
there was
spot.
nothing but gravel.
Here's what I see. The sonotube is right here in the floor. It has deteriorated, obviously, from water that touches this area. And everything was run through this line.
For the lower level, it's run through this line.
And the upper?
And the upper level is through the bulkhead here.
Okay. But I'm going to be ripping things open left, right, and center throughout this house to run new trunk lines, to run new duct lines. Go through closets, build bulkheads, damage galore. Whole lot of money for one thing that wasn't caught by home inspection. One thing.
Not knowing what they're going to have to do, I'm afraid that my living room isn't going to look the same.
Well, we're going to do some damage, and I haven't even seen the place yet. Somebody really goofed here. This is supposed to be heat, but what made them think that they could run ductwork under the floor, and why didn't the home inspector catch it?
I think Mike Holmes coming in and fixing our situation is going to give me a sense of relief. I know that the problem is going to be addressed. It's going to be addressed properly and probably very quickly.
Somebody added a sunroom later on.
Yes.
I have a huge concern when I first saw this. We have a slight decline down the side of the house. We have a slight decline running this way. We can see it very clearly. All running into a lower area, running into a lower area, which is inside the home. Something I did not see in the report was anything to do with the grading to the house. Tankless. This exhausts and pulls in fresh air at the same time. This exhausts. And I'll put my money on it. These are too close. I'm gonna have it checked. I think it's no good. Let's look up. I see that you've had a brick repair on your chimney. It's not in the report, that's not a big thing. What is in the report is whoever did the brick repair put down the same top over top of the chimney. And they didn't even mortar it, they didn't do anything. They actually fixed all the brick around it, and you got major leaking up there. That was in the report, so you should have done it right away. Here's something clear as day. I'll bet you it was freezing cold in this room in the winter. Why? Cold air rushes into improper exhaust lines. These are correct, it's just the lines that run to them. Cold air rushes in here, cools that zone, cools the floor. Should have caught this. Should have said something in the report. Something's fishy here, I don't know what it is, but it's wrong. I don't want to say he's not a good inspector. I really don't. But he's failed you, okay? Because you've got big money issues here. We're gonna go through hell trying to reroute everything to fix this one thing. And while I'm here, we'll fix a bunch of things. I'll work together on it with you, okay?
Thank you much.
Have patience.
Yep.
We'll make it right together. Thanks.
Not having the inspector find the sonotube in the ground, that would have been, you know, a key factor in walking away and saving a lot of heartache.
things that I see. This is the air intake, which is nice to see that we have a high efficiency. What's not nice to see is that it's in this room solely and brings in the air that's in this room. The only reason this line is not run outside is not because they have a confusion of stuff out there. The gas meter's on the other side of the chimney. What we have here is this is the hot water tankless system. I think personally it is too close to the panel. We have electrical lines in behind it. This does fire right away to 140 degrees set on the panel as soon as you open the tap. 140 degrees, getting nice and hot. Is it too close to the electrical panel? I say yes, I'll have it confirmed. We have really a huge open hole in the ceiling here where all these lines run into, which the home inspector should have noted. But he's going to see that it is coming in above the window, that it's a makeshift. The window has been changed in size so they can create a vented section. What's not noted in the report. But the home inspector should have caught so many things. Good home inspectors I know, they make a point of it to write it in the report to make sure they confirm to the homeowner this needs to be looked at. Much like that chimney cap up there. This needs to be addressed. They didn't do that. Shame on them. The inspector saw the room, but he didn't see it opened up because both Todd and Duane had already gutted the room afterwards. Things we see, and I love this. Look at this. This is the area that I saw moisture signs coming in. And when I was outside, I looked at the downspout. It's right here. There's no kick out. It goes right to the foundation. So this is pretty good that this is the only area that shows moisture issues. Let's just say there's a lot of rain and the foundation fails and stopping the rain from coming in. Where do you think that water's gonna go? Normally, you're gonna see the water come in through the floor. Well, what if it comes in? It fills underneath the floor. It fills all the duct line. Things that make you go, what if my basement leaks? The ductworks get wet. Probably not good. I don't think so. Having a return by the fireplace, is that smart? Here's the return in the wall, pulls air. This is pulling air. It competes with the airflow. It's just not a spot to put the return. How do we run all the duct line out here? I'm not coming through the floor. We need to come up somehow from the furnace room to get to the outside wall to drive heat lines down to heat the bottom, especially in front of the windows. That's where registers have to go. So I've got to create something that comes in here. And also make it look good. Is that easy? Nope. What to do with the downspout? Kick it out in the driveway, which makes it in wrong for vehicles. Get it to the other side. I need to do something about that because that's water against the foundation. Mr. Bennett.
Yes, sir.
Now, the homeowners have done a little work here. They've been really thinking about future things. They want to move the washer and dryer upstairs.
Yeah.
And I kind of said, and they want a shower here. And you know what? They've got great ideas, but they have a small home, and it's like really trying to figure. I said, look, right now we need to solve problems.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to be wrecking your house to run all the new HVAC. Why? Because they run the ductwork through sonotubes under the concrete.
You gotta be joking me.
No. Here's how they run it. Look right here. Here, you see the sonotube. Just dip your head in there.
Oh, wow. They just cut it or bashed it apart right
Yeah,
there.
now look at this way. Now you see the 90. It's a galvanized 90.
And where does that go to?
It goes to this register in the bathroom right there.
You're kidding me.
So look at it. They run an actual line, sonotube throughout, underneath all the concrete.
Not to mention, I see water down there.
Yeah.
That's cardboard. It's gonna actually
Ants.
collect mold.
Mice.
Ants. Oh my God, and then you're gonna just spew all that into the air.
Yes. So what we have is bad air quality.
Jesus.
Lowest point, what if water comes in?
Absolutely. Well, I can see water at the bottom there.
Well, what if it floods?
Oh my God.
Floods all your duct line. It's all your duct lines full of water. This was done when the house was built 50 low years ago.
Wow.
So it got passed, everything was, don't ask me how. So what does that tell you?
We have to run above ground. We have to do bulkheads. We have to find roots. We have a lot of damage to do.
Yes.
Man.
This is the floor to the front where we first came in the house.
Yeah.
So we need to go upstairs to come down the ceiling, to come down the wall to heat where the windows are.
Can I see the room upstairs?
Yes,
If they
let's
want to
work our way out into the kitchen. They want this kitchen to continue out here. They want this wall down. I'm giving you the okay to take this wall down. The idea was they want the dining room on the other side.
Right.
So this wall comes down, let your electrical hang for now. Okay, this is a beautiful look. Back split.
Yeah.
Slab on grade, okay? So this is a cool floor. Sauna tube running underneath the floor at that point across there, running across here, trying to heat. Problem is that we've got to get ductwork to that side. So it's gonna be a main trunk that comes up on the other side of this wall, not creating a bulk here. We have a closet here and we have a void here. Can we use the closet to come up right to the top? Can we do a main trunk down? Can we trunk across the wall and drop the ceiling 10 inches? It either goes through here or it goes through the closet. Path of least resistance is what I'm looking for. It'd be great if it went through here.
Okay.
My guess is the closet. Need me?
I'll call you.
Call me.
Thanks, man. Let's start putting up some zip walls then. Let's totally encapsulate where the stove and fridge are, please. And then I could have someone taking the speakers out of the wall.
It's the Mona Lisa.
The bulkhead idea in the living room absolutely terrifies me. It's the visual aspect of it that I'm really afraid of.
I wouldn't worry about that. There's always a way to do something here, and I'll find it.
So look at the rot in that pipe. Like, that's just part of the sonotube there. Have you ever seen this before?
I actually seen this before.
That's incredible.
And this is a result of it. After, I can guarantee you, probably within 10, 15 years, this was already...
Absolutely. I can't even believe they were getting heat in this house. I don't think they were.
Back in the 50s, they used to use this. It's the way they installed it. One, it had a canvas on the inside, which protected it from condensation. But installing it, you had to insulate it and seal it. And obviously here, they haven't done that. Nowadays, sonotube is never used.
This is a complete mess in here. Our tankless, look where it is. It's right beside our panel, and it's jammed in here, right? We have venting that is way too close. I cannot have this here anymore, which means I do want to move the furnace off of this location. I need more access to this wall just to displace the tankless and everything else, right? I'm running out of room in this room. This is like they're trying to cram everything into this room because it's their only room available. We have that now. There's a little stuff, right? If you see the spaghetti factory above your head here, we have the exhaust for the range coming through here, and look at it, it's just a complete mess, right? I want to fix that. Obviously, I got to fix above the window there so we have an access.
This existing stuff that's here
Yeah,
is too small.
it's too small, so we're upgrading.
We got to change them to a 6.
You know what that does, right?
That opens everything up. It's a lot of work.
Basically, we're going to start in the furnace room. We're going to start to disconnect our ductwork, disconnect our gas lines, electrical vent lines, air conditioning lines, so we can do our relocation for our furnace. Come on, One of the major issues I have with this return being so close to the fireplace, and again, this is a gas fireplace. If this, for whatever reason, doesn't ignite, you have some gas spillage here, you have a return right here. One, you could be sucking raw gas into the house. Two, if this fireplace isn't burning properly, products of combustion. You can be sucking products of combustion, CO2, into the house. So this right here is a major issue. We're gonna eliminate this, we're gonna make it correct.
So guys, we're gonna peel this floor up. It actually makes sense. I mean, this floor is gonna be stripped eventually anyway. We have a bin here, let's strip this out. We're gonna help them actually get prep for their kitchen. We might as well peel this up. It gives us a bit of time, because Frank's gotta pull all the wires in these walls before I can actually take them down. So we do have the time, let's start pulling that. By the time this is pulled, Gary's here, We start marking out walls where we're actually gonna be opening up more holes so he can start pulling out the old lines. So it'll all just roll into each other. By the time we get the floor up, we can take the walls down and we run into what Gary needs, okay? Okay, now don't go crazy, don't break your toes. Whoa! Now that's the fun way to do it. Is there any plates there or anything?
No, but there's two. Okay, no, you're good.
Yeah. Well, my worst case scenario has actually come to realization is that I have a leaky foundation here.
Smell that, eh?
Yep.
That's soaked here.
They have a grade issue in the back. We have plastic underneath gravel back there. It's holding water. I don't know if that's causing this issue, but the downspouts going right in against the foundation are not helping this. First thing I have to do is kick off the downspouts, get them at least a couple of feet away from this damn foundation, cut the plastic back. I'll get the Bowens in, dig this out, find out if there's an issue. Obviously there is an issue, it's coming in.
Yeah, when he's stressed, we get stressed because, you know, trickles down. He's like our umbrella. And we get a little wet, but I mean, he gets most of it.
What do I waterproof the whole back? Do I waterproof around the solarium? Do I dig up concrete on the side? Like this, honestly, small jobs mean nothing to me anymore. They're all big. Well, I'm not doing this just for fun. I'm actually looking to fix this. Right now, what's gonna happen is the way we configured all the HVAC is we have a hole coming out of the closet and then come out of this wall and run it down this way. So what does that mean? I'm dropping the ceiling here, coming right across here and making this a totally flat ceiling. So what I'm doing here, just taking down the paneling and looking what's behind it and see what my workload's gonna be when I have to repair this.
So we've exposed all the areas here where the water was coming in.
Yeah.
I think the main cause of water getting into this basement was that east trough that was spilling water in this area. And also there's been a grade change here over the years. Somebody wanted to change the grade a little bit, but they didn't do the correct drainage as they changed the grade. We're actually going to install a membrane over this area we've exposed, which is an aqua block membrane. After we put one coat of the aqua block on the wall, we embed a yellow jacket mesh. And then when the second coat of aqua block goes on the outside, it allows for a seamless membrane. The final step is we put the drainage board membrane on the outside. We're going to install a proper PVC drain system here with the filter cloth around it, an adequate bed of gravel over top, and we'll get the drainage happening in this area. The water's going to be draining around that side of the house. You can go ahead and do your finishing on the inside. No water damage is going to reoccur here.
I trust you. Thank you very much, man.
No problem, Damon.
I want you to get these solid tubes out of the wall from you. Whichever way you come up with.
It's not going to work.
So what's the plan?
This room is the biggest issue, right? It's all about moving this, getting our lines. Everything's feeding through this room.
What we need to look at is what do they want in the future? Let's get them, let's walk them through the house, let's ask them questions, tell them what we're doing, and try and come up with solutions.
Guys?
Long time no see. It's been about a week for me.
See you again.
Good to see you, Todd. Sir Duane. I always do this crisscross thing.
I know.
I always do this.
Two hands.
Well, I have some good news, and I got a whole lot of bad news. What do you want first? I'm gonna give you the bad news. Come on in. Sorry, we don't have air conditioning. Okay, we have protected your place. We have put your stuff in a bin, and we're trying very hard to protect your beautiful home. And while we wreck it, to be honest with you. Let's talk about this fireplace for a minute. I have a few issues with this. You had somebody install a gas fireplace, yes?
It was a wood-burning fireplace when we moved in.
Okay, everything's okay, but the biggest problem with it is having that return right by the fireplace. It's pulling it in the system, it's putting it through the house. That's why return air does not go near the fireplace. It should have been noted in the report. Here we go, we brought in a home inspector that really does not have a background at all in building. If he does, I don't know where he learned his stuff because he's missed a million things, and I'm gonna show you. Let's go downstairs.
You don't question light switches and plugs and registers and things. Those are part of everyday house construction.
But that's why you're supposed to hire an inspector, like we did.
We can't have running water, much like a downspout that is leading into the foundation, running against our foundation. So I'm gonna be nice. It was in the report about your downspouts. You should have addressed your downspouts. It was in the report about your chimney. You should have addressed your chimney, okay? What's in the report, read it. He was right on that. He missed all kinds of things, which leads into way more problems on our side. You can see out the window. We have brought in our foundation guys because you were leaking like crazy in the corner here. Exactly my concern. What did I say when I walked in the backyard? First thing out of my mouth.
It's all graded drop.
Grading issue. Hit me. I didn't read it in the report. We've determined by actually, if you want to take a look out the window, we've determined that the actual weeping towel stopped right here. So somebody did something and pulled it out, so anything that was coming down was not being picked up by the weeper. It was coming in right at your kitchen cabinets. And it's a good thing we caught it and took them out. These are just going to ruin everything, right? It's going to ruin the cabinets that you already have. Something tells me you're going new.
Probably
Hopefully
at some
soon.
point.
Right now, I'm actually struggling to keep words polite. I am overwhelmed. I am absolutely ticked when I look at the fact that I brought somebody in and spent good money to have them tell me absolutely nothing about the house.
We're going to try and drywall as much as possible. Stud, insulate, solve all your issues, all your problems, and give all the rough ends. Then all you have to do, really, is floor, cabinets, and finish. Running the ductwork this way is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. We're going to close off all ports. This is not the way to do this. Had they have done this right, I probably wouldn't be here. But it's as simple as this. You had a home inspection. He did not know to check. How do we get forced air underneath a concrete floor in the basement? That means we've run it through something, right? So imagine this. We're going to come in and save your lives for in the tune of $100,000 to $150,000 worth of work, and you still have a lot to do.
Anybody want to buy a house cheap?
Don't worry, we're on your side, okay? Keep smiling. We'll make it right to the best that we can. Actually, we're pretty damn good at this. He's good, too. Thanks, Timmy. Thanks, bud.
All your time and money that we've spent putting it together is sitting in a bin in my driveway. I'm lost for words. I'm just lost for words.
We have a big day in HVAC day. This is really where everything gets started. The furnace goes in place. Now he's gonna tackle the basement today. He's gonna get most of his return air lines in and his heat lines on both sides of that room. That allows me to bulkhead tomorrow. Right now we're prepping everything. I wanna make sure the homeowner stuff is protected because Gary's got a lot of work to do. He's cutting floors open. Cutting walls open. Our job is to get rid of the bad ductwork that runs through the ground. The new system will ensure that the amount of heat moving out through the vents is equal to the amount of cold air being returned to the furnace. The house is heated and it's efficient. We have to run all the framing before Joey can run any electrical. Okay, friendly bet.
Okay, what?
Friendly bet. We'll be done by noon. That's the first bet. The second bet is you won't be done by the end of the day.
My exterior walls?
Yes.
How's about then under 2 hours we'll have it done.
Okay, I love it.
So
Okay.
coffee?
For coffee.
Coffee,
Coffee
okay.
in the morning.
No problem.
All right?
No problem.
Okay, the race is on. Go! Go! Go!
That'll go.
Good
next one I'll need is 86 and 7/8. Oh, Joey, I take my coffee with cream.
Joey, you got the time?
Few minutes
Actually,
too.
12.
I know, it's a few minutes too. You gotta give the guys credit, they finished it early.
Yes.
So, when do we start your time?
You said 2 hours.
Right now? Okay, Joey's turn. Nice job, guys.
So I've done it in an hour, and I take my coffee, large black decaf.
They run the ductwork through sonotubes under the concrete. So, what does that tell you?
We have a lot of damage to do.
We've spent so much time and energy trying to make the house look the way we wanted it to, making it our own, and to walk in now and find that 90% of what we've done is now gone, it sort of hits you in the stomach when you walk through and see that.
So now we have a visual of how I'm heating this house. We have a main trunk coming up from the furnace into the spare bedroom closet, which I can bulk in and hide as really easily. So by changing the plane of the whole ceiling here, I can now hide this. And it's really not gonna look like we've changed much in here. This is how we're gonna heat the living room. We have 2 runs coming out over our windows here. Our boot actually travels into this room right here, which is the master bedroom, goes into the closet, and over the entertainment room, I have a drop ceiling. Luckily for me, I can actually hide the ductwork in the ceiling that exists in this one room because of a drop ceiling. Bring it in through the attic with insulated pipe. It's got to be insulated. That's an outdoor space. Insulated right through here, and actually have heat runs to heat my entertainment room, which is right below us. Everything's hidden. I'm happy. They don't see bulkheads. So when you're spraying the wall tight, Eco, I want to hit above all the headers. We're going to spray this wall. We're going to spray this wall. Any issues, let me know before we leave today, okay?
Typically, a home is surrounded by eaves troughs, and the roof is a very large area that collects quite a bit of water. And the eaves troughs basically concentrate that water into a certain zone. And having it close to the home, you can run into issues, especially with an older house. This one here needed to actually be waterproof. What we want to do is divert that concentrated water as far away from the home as possible.
The cap was chipped, it was shifted, allowing water to get in. This is not good, and it continues all the way down. It looks like we have some wasp nests in it as well. We have water penetration into the joints, allowing the brick to want to shift and move right off of the chimney, which makes it very dangerous. This is what I started doing when I was a young lad with my uncle. My brother's a bricklayer, my uncle's a bricklayer, so it runs in the family, and I actually really enjoy the work. I think it's a really noble trade. I think all trades are noble, but got a little soft spot for masonry. And we're looking good. See, still got it. My uncle's probably saying it's about time, Bennett.
Basically, they had 3 different vents running outside a window. They throw it out the window. They don't have to drill any holes through the concrete or anything. It's a really cheap, really lazy way of doing it, and it's wrong. So we're gonna fix it.
For the venting here was coming out too close to the hot water tank for the tankless unit. So what we did is we ran the fresh air in the exhaust for the furnace up the chimney chase. It was clear, it wasn't obstructed. We vented it out through the top. We also changed the exhaust vent for the tankless unit, put in a new 90, 2 extra pieces, drilled a new hole, put the vent outside. Everything's within code now. This job for us is almost a wrap. We're just waiting for finishing.
Well, this is sort of like putting the final nail in the coffin of the old HVAC. Existing gaps where the sonotubes were, where the vents came out of the floor, basically you have holes in your concrete. We got to fill the holes so that they can peel this off and get their hardwood, their tiles, whatever they want to put down here at the finish. Also stops bugs from coming in, which everyone will be happy about, mice, and the smell of wet earth. Well, I'm really happy. It's starting to look like a room. We have all our ductwork actually encased in bulkheads now. We have our vents exactly where we want them, blowing heat right in front of all our windows. We're almost ready to go here. I gotta do a finish on the floor, get my lights in, finishing stage. Let's get this drywall up, Cher.
In between every coat, we're going to give it a quick sand. We have the high-powered fans going to create negative airflow in here, so we're bringing air through the basement that we're doing, so it's going to dry very quickly. Then we're going to spray and back roll with our paint.
We're going to be just fine on our deadline, it looks like. A lot of hard work from these guys. We're into trimming stages. We've got Sherry doing baseboard upstairs. Adam's doing some trim with me right down here in the basement. We should have no problem to finish this by tomorrow. Get the homeowners back, even make Mike happy, maybe. Maybe.
It started with the please fix our ductwork.
Yeah.
And then the walls came down, and the ceilings came down. The plumbing came out, the electrical came out, the backyard got dug up. I thought I was going to lose my mind.
I think my biggest fear is that I'm going to walk in the door and I'm not going to have the same visual impact that I have that I like about the house. And I don't want that. I don't want to ruin the value of the home.
You have to be comfortable as a contractor with what you've done. You can't always expect praise at the end of it because a lot of your work is never actually seen. These guys are very visual guys. Now, they know what we've done here. We've sort of let them know exactly what was going to happen here. This house has been brought up to code. It's been brought into this century. The structure, the waterproofing, the electrical, the plumbing is all new behind all these walls. Insulation. What we've done is prep them to help them in the future. That's why we're here. We've helped them with their HVAC system. That was a big one. Everything was running underground, rotting. They weren't getting their proper ventilation everywhere. We gave them back their heat and proper ventilation. Now they can do what they want to with this house.
Well, you know what? I think you did a great job. Perfect location for the furnace.
You like that?
Yeah, I like the way it's run.
Yeah.
I like the way that the bulkhead's out there. That's really good. We've set this up temporary.
Yes.
We've still made it that they can move their wall in.
Yep.
Okay. Removed all the ducts in the window, obviously. Lowered the ceiling, and it looks really good in the living room. I think they're going to like that. I think they're going to like what we did in the basement. Good job.
Thanks, my friend.
Let's go get them. We'll bring them through.
Beautiful.
Something tells me they're going to like it. The last time you were here, we had a huge hole in the ground. You know, the Bowen brothers coming in and digging us all up and making sure they waterproofed everything. I love bringing in the pros, I really do. We look up, all new east troughs and downspouts, and that's our roofing guys. Done properly to make sure that we had no rain hitting this wall anymore or running water from the downspouts.
And kicking it off your wall and away from your foundation as well, just because of the waterproofing issue we had.
Damon himself got up on the roof, he did the chimney. So it just took down everything that was done before, redid it, capped it again, And I'm going to call it a renovation now. It's no longer an inspection because it just became a huge job. So actually, we'll just take you in and show you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's the way to do it.
Come on in. Well, let's start in where everything started, in your furnace room. So I actually like where the furnace is. We're keeping it away from the wall because what we had to do was not only make sure that we ducted fresh air, exhaust up through the chimney, but to move the tankless hot water system so that it had its own breathing area. One, it was too close to the electrical panel. Two, not being able to compete with all the other vents that were out there, losing the vents over the window and running all new. Look at your ductwork.
Yeah, it looks
It's
a lot
almost
different.
pretty.
Yeah, it is a big difference. Huge.
These guys have been working in here. How long have you been away from the house now? Sorry?
About 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. It sucks, because I wouldn't want to do it. But that's not too bad, because we literally ripped your house apart, is what we did. And as we walked through, I'll show you. But all holes cemented in, all the walls cemented in, so that is all back to where it's supposed to be, underneath the concrete, no longer part of the environment of the house. I'm happy with it. Maybe we should walk out to that room.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Looks really big now, eh?
Doesn't it look big? What a difference.
It's just shocking to see it all open concept. Like, that's what we had originally planned, but actually seeing it all put together now, it's quite impressive.
Looks a lot bigger than we thought it would.
And I know your tastes. You can change the lights.
Look at the pod lights.
I like the way it elongates the room.
Yeah,
It looks
good.
nice.
Now, once again, we have thought about your future here. So all the ductwork, your bulkheads, forced air, return air, and how it was run through the house. Your register's up into the top at each and every window rather than trying to drive it down to the floor. This is neater, cleaner, no vertical bulkheads, okay? You want to go upstairs and see upstairs?
I'm dying to see it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it.
How's it look?
Well, stop stalling. Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
There's a huge sense of relief.
It's like winning a jackpot that you can't show anyone. It's all behind the walls.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more than ever we expected. But everything that's there now works the way it should. And that's the big plus. That's what it's about.
Oh, wow. No bulkheads. That's the most important thing. This is like, it's like it was never touched to me.
Yeah. But it looks fantastic. It looks really nice and clean, and again, the pod lights look really good in
You
here.
happy with the pot lights?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Makes the room look wider,
It
actually.
does. Yeah.
We went up through the chimney.
Yep.
Directly up through the top, coming across here, right through. We have heat, and we have return airs throughout the upstairs, and taking part of your closet and closing it all in and cleaning it all up. You won't even know we're there. And balance throughout the whole house. Not too hot downstairs, freezing cold upstairs, vice versa in the summer. Everything is balanced throughout the house. Tested, proven, we've solved the problems. I'm happy.
New baseboard. New quarter round.
Wonderful.
Whoever pieced it in before was
Don't look at
really,
me.
really drunk.
Well, I may have been that, but I wasn't. All I can say is, I mean, thanks to the crew, thanks to Mike, and everyone who actually has touched something in our house that's helped put it back together the way it needs to be. In 4 weeks, you guys have done what I don't think we could have accomplished in a year.
A few years to do that level of work.
I mean, what more could I ask for?
Cheers.
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 Welcome home.
Guys.
Thanks for
Thanks so
bringing us
much.
home.
Welcome home.
Hello?
Nice car.
Enterprise 77639, come in, Roger.
It's,
Move the drive.
copy, Captain. Oh, right in the jaw. Oh, really?
Can't talk right now. Gotta go. Bye.